Setting up your H2 temporary non-agricultural. Some of you out there have a reason that you want to come to the United States under a H2B temporary non-agricultural visa. This is different than an agricultural visa in that you don't go to a shop farming, you don't pick corn or cabbage or something like that. This is different. Non-agricultural visas quite different than what you would see in than the agricultural visa. Okay. So what exactly is it, right? So a H2B worker, usually in the United States, here's where they are listed in the usually the blue line here shows the amount is over 50 in this state here. So you see the northern states usually don't have a lot. And you see like in the southern states like California and that Nevada and Florida and some of the East Coast has a lot more jobs. So typically, what is a H-2B non-agricultural visa? What are you going to be doing, right? So obviously, you have a skill set in your home country, and it's something like construction, can be hospitality, can be seafood, dealing with seafood. So you might want to. So here's an example of something like basket of blue crabs processed by an H-2B employee at the Dorchester County. So seafood processing employees do not receive all the H-2B visas, standard cap. This is 2018, it's a old, but I wanted to just show you this, right? They also have H-2B visa has landscaping workers. So landscaping jobs out there can be done by H-2B non-agricultural workers. Okay, let's take a look at a bit of. So what is the cap? So there's a cap obviously every year. Let's take a look at the cap. So the cap for the first half of 2022 rather, of September 30th, 2021, the cap for the first half of fiscal year 22 was reached. So the second H2B second half of the year still has not been reached. So let's talk a little bit about that. What is a cap? So cap means that they have had enough people fill those slots essentially, right? So let's talk a little more about it. Okay, so the cap count for H2B non-immigrant. So this is again the cultural and agricultural visas, right? So it's like what is the H2B cap under the immigration IA? There's a statutory number which is a cap of number of non-citizens who could receive an H2B visa, otherwise be granted an H2B status. So obviously, right, I mentioned to you before 33,000. The checklist for a H-2B non-agricultural worker is so the age classification supplement form an I-129 form, an approved temporary labor certificate from the United States Labor Department of Labor for the or the governor of Guam if the employment will occur in Guam. Evidence showing each named beneficiary meets the minimum job requirements stated on the temporary labor certification. Evidence showing it is in the U.S. interest for the alien to be beneficiary if requesting national a national from a country not on the H2 eligibility countries list. Let's take a look at the H2B countries eligibility list here. Let's take a look here. Okay, H2B eligible countries list. What are they? If your country is on here, you're eligible, right? All of these countries that are eligible to be on the H visa list. Let's talk a little bit about how you get a job as an H2B visa. Let's talk about that. So you have this thing called now. Obviously, all these are going to be in the notes here. The fiscal year H2B foreign labor recruiter list layout. So this is a list of all of the employers in United States essentially, right? So you can choose when you download this file, it's a PDF or it's an Excel file, and you could just choose your country, whatever country you're from. I'm sorry, whatever country you're going to. And then, so now, like here, you see the recruiter's name, see the recruiter's entity, maybe the company name. You have the country where you're going to be doing work, where the work is at, the mailing code, which is the zip code, and then you have the what they call the cases. So that's like an ETA number, essentially. Essentially, that's like a job ID, right? So you would scroll down, you would match this up, or you can go to a website, which I'll show you now. The website is here, seasonaljobs.dol.gov. Again, this will be in the right. Anyway, scroll down. Let's see, scroll down a little bit. Construction laborers. Click on that, open it up. So you have the construction helper. So this is the construction helper. So LCB, Industrial Solutions, Houston, Texas, 16.78 an hour. You have the view the job order, look that up. You have the telephone number to apply. You have the email address to apply. Full time, yes. Number of workers requested. So job duties: assisting cleaning and clearing areas, tools and material, cleaning site, downloading and uploading construction materials and tools. Job requirements: experience necessary, no. Number of hours per week. Work schedule 7 to 3. Company name LCB Industrial Solutions Company. Location Houston, Texas. It even gives you a address map. Now here's the thing I was talking about earlier. That is the ETA case number. You might remember that on the Excel spreadsheet. Here, it's going to be here H something. So that is usually going to be the same thing. Multiple work sites, yes. Date posted 11/12/21. Let's look at the job order from this one. This is the job order. Okay. Now this is Texas job order print number. Job order number is this. Office number, print date, what it does, the contract. So that's Polo Pilar Cano, the owner, their phone number, their email, job, the industrial code, number of positions, and all the relevant information. So it says we are hiring for our oncoming season from January 3rd to October 3rd. Two. Duties include but not limited to loaded and download materials and tools. Cleaning and cleaning areas using tools, cement mixers, being able to lift up to 30 pounds, standing for several hours on their feet, bending and working on their knees too. Special skills and hardware needed, no. And medium age, not to, doesn't require it. No minimum education required. Once experience, none. Minimum salary, $16.78 an hour. Maximum salary, $16.78 an hour. Scroll down a little bit. And then some of the things, for instance, green job, no. Featured job, no. Or for vets, no. Category, non-regular, non-domestic. And see, this is a job order from that specific job. Let me take you back a little bit here on the disclosure of H2B applicants group assignment. So this is every year. This is 2020, by the way. So the Office of Federal Labor Certification has completed the randomization of H2 applicants for temporary employment certification submitted January 2nd to January 4th, 2020. So has the field name, case number, attorney name, work site group. So you have the group assignments, you have case assignments, have the employer name, you have the agent, maybe attorney name, you have the work site. Group B, you have the scroll on the list, right? On the list. These are all the names of the employers who are looking for folks in the United States for the H2B visa, non-agricultural visa. Let's take a look at a bit about the H-2B program rules. So H-2B visa is a non-immigrant temporary work visa for foreign workers who plan to work in temporary non-agricultural jobs in the United States. If unemployed persons capable of performing such service or labor cannot be found in the country, in the States. Going down a little bit. So, what's kind of the process, right? How this involves in. So, basic H-2B program process. The Department of Labor decides to require a wage job for each type. So, they say this is what I need, right? This is the kind of wage I need. This is a job. Employers must pay the prevalent wage decided by the Department of Labor. Employer asks the state workforce agency to refer to U.S. workers. Okay. Now, if nobody's able to get a job, like nobody meets qualifications, nobody applies for it, meaning an American citizen, right, who lives here. So the employer requests H-2B job approval from the Department of Labor. Okay. Now, employer petitions U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services to put out that petition. When they do that, workers apply for H-2B visas from the Department of State, right? And then visas are authorized. Then the process starts for you, the worker who comes into the United States as a H-2B visa. So the good thing about all this is you yourself, whoever you are, whatever country you're from, you can actually come into the United States temporarily, obviously, on a H-2B temporary work visa. Thank you very much for watching this.